I'm spilling the tea. It's gonna be hot, hot, hot.
We have another Kardashian story on the cover of, I believe, Star Magazine.
Yes.
Looks a little something like this. You slept with my sisters, Kourtney To Scott. Now, we have, luckily, a Kardashian expert in the house. Miss Brandy Howard is our resident expert on all things Kardashian. So I'd like to throw this to Brandy.
Okay. Well, just to break it down.
Break it down, sister.
InTouch, that was with this magazine.
Oh, it was InTouch Magazine, okay.
Was it? It was, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So they're the first ones who broke the story of Kim and Chris Humphries getting a divorce.
Right.
They had that on the cover.
Right.
So they have a source close to the Kardashians that gives them all the tea, for sure.
Yeah.
But
For money.
like 6 weeks ago, a story came out that Scott had fucked around with Kendall. Okay, so that was like the first thing about the sisters. Now this story comes out, Kendall's nowhere in it. Kendall's not in the story, not once. Those like 3 that they put on the cover, Kylie, Khloe, and Kim, have not gotten near a white dick since junior high. So I don't know, maybe they would fuck Kanye, but they won't fuck Scott. I definitely think Scott got with Kendall, because I think that they would sue. I think that's the one story that they would sue about.
Do you?
Yeah, because that's the only good thing they have going is that how tight-knit their family is, and now the magazines are saying Scott got with one of the sisters. I believe it was Kendall. I don't know if they had sex.
Did you see how tight his pants are? I think Scott is gay too.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, does no one else think he's a big, huge
I think
homo?
that
Maybe he
motherfucker
is.
is one
They're
old
hiding
prissy ass
something.
pussy motherfucker, sap sucking bitch. That's what she
And,
is.
All right, then.
The article did
Sapsucker.
talk about that he had hooked up with Khloe. And I think maybe he just is upset because Khloe has a bigger dick.
Now, Brandy has a theory that I really enjoy, which is that if you ever see any story on the Kardashian show, it's a lie.
Yes.
What? It's a lie. And if you ever see a story in the tabloid that's not mentioned on the show, that's the tea.
How about
honey.
that? How about that? Brandy, you a smart bitch. You a smart bitch.
The
Let me
real
see.
thing
I like the gay theory.
about Scott is that cover, You Slept With My Sisters, is not a shock at all.
At all.
The real shock would be Scott helps orphans. I mean, Scott is a nice person. I'd be like, what?
How about that?
Oh my God!
Well,
But Scott sleeping with the sisters, like, bitch, you married a douchey frat boy. What do you expect? Of course, he jizzed on your mom. He slept with your sisters. He did anal with Bruce. He did it all.
I kind of feel like Madame Kardashian just runs the worst little whorehouse in Beverly Hills. Like, she's just like selling it out to nobody that wants to buy it, so now they have to inbreed.
And we'll end that on inbreeding. Inbreeding.